Say you're happy now. Hope you're happy now. I wish I could bank on.
What's up?
I'm Quisha.
And I'm Rodney.
And we here to do a little talking today.
This is a little conversation. A little conversation for you all.
So we just gonna do some little openings or whatever. Just get a little feel of it and whatnot. So let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Alright, so my first question is, would you rather have money or would you have joy without money? No money.
Honestly, let's see. I'd rather have, I don't know, it's a little hard because that money be feeling pretty good too, so I don't know.
Me and it is talking a little bit.
That money feel good, but see, basically, I feel like joy is important. I feel like joy, but no.
Let me tag on you for a second. So, I feel like joy nobody can steal from you.
Mm-hmm.
But money, someone can take. We always depend on somebody to give us money, unless we got our own business, but still in some senses we making money from other people. So I feel like money is just something that I don't feel like it's as sacred as joy, because I feel like in the mental part of it is that as long as you know that you can be joyful, nobody else can take that.
Yeah, that's true.
So
yeah,
I would choose joy too. I would choose joy over money, because it's people out here that they don't work at all, and they're not happy.
Right. Yeah.
They're not happy just because they worked, but now it's like they don't have to work anymore because they got all this money. Then it's no joy there.
Right.
No joy there.
I feel like honestly, joy comes from the Lord. That's where we get our joy from, or whatever you believe in. But that's where I get my joy from. And that's something that like they say, the world didn't give it and the world can't take it away. So I just feel like joy is just something that comes from Him, and it's just something that nobody can take away. So people can take money. So I rather have joy.
Yep.
I'd rather be happy, be at peace.
Yep. Your turn.
My question for you is that, how do you feel like maneuvering in this society? How do you feel moving? How do you feel being a part of the society in today's world?
Different. I feel like when I walk among some people, it just feels so different. It's like I live in my own world, so to say. Because it's like the things that we used to value as, when we were younger, it's just not a lot of value there anymore. People just, I love when I meet, strangers in the store or whatever, and they hold the door for you. It's the small gestures of anybody that, I think adds to, someone's day. And you just don't see that a lot anymore. It's just not... It's not as prevalent as it used to be. Everybody just more, if it's not about them, then I don't want to deal with it.
Exactly.
And I was actually listening to a sermon the other day, and it was just God sometimes puts us in difficult situations, not for the sake of us, but for the sake of someone else. So so I walk in the store and, this woman having a hard day, I done held the door for her. That might have just made her day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't think that people really think about that anymore. They don't really care to see the happiness in others. So.
They don't. I love to make people smile. That's why, honestly, I do what I do. I do a lot, with the photography, doing, top tier Greenville. Check us out, by the way.
Right.
Now, I just feel like, you know, just doing different things can make people happy, and that makes me happy, honestly. You know, I know what it feels like to go through a lot, and then people just continue to just jumping down your throat. You know?
I got something for you.
You do.
My next question. This a deep one now. Tell me what you feel like your purpose is.
And then she gonna look away. She gonna look away, but purpose. My purpose, I feel like, is, I don't know. That is a hard question.
That is a hard question. Like,
see, purpose, I feel like, that's a hard question. I feel like I would hope what I'm doing in life is my purpose, or at least is leading me to my purpose, you know.
Yep. You know, like when I pray, I just, you know, I ask God to, you know, see me in the right direction for my purposes, because I don't think that one person has just one.
Right.
I think we have so many purposes that we should be fulfilling for whatever, you know, like I feel like one of my purposes is just to be a mom.
Right.
Because I you know, I'm gonna nurture, I'm gonna lead, direct, you know, like do what I need from my child. But then I also feel like my purpose is just to help other people.
Right.
So like I love, you know, just being a nurse, because I'm able to see, you know, I'm helping someone each day. Mm-hmm. So like those are just some of my purposes, but I feel like there's just so much more out there that we just don't even know.
Yeah.
So
it is. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I feel like what we're doing is probably leading us to our purpose.
Yeah.
But I mean, we don't know. Like, what if something we've done, we fulfilled our purpose? We don't know. What if we fulfilled our purpose when we were 10 years old and went to someone, and you know, you just never know. Yeah. What your purpose was in life. And
I don't know. I just feel like God. I don't feel like our purposes are fulfilled, every one of them, until we pass away. Okay. And at that point, I feel like once our body's resting and God, you know, has took us back home, I feel like at that point, if we said, you know, we've done what we were supposed to do here on this earth. Like, that's why they always say, like, you know, make every day a happy day, because if you're not living at your happiness, then that means that you're not living up to your fullest.
Right.
So, like, you know, so that's the way I think about it. Like, you know, I'm going to continue learning about my different purposes. Like, it's just not going to be just one, but one may lead me to another path that leads me to another one. And, you know, we just steady climbing. Yeah. So, yeah, me thinking about it in that way.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Who do you feel like is your favorite, like, spiritual leader? Like, you know, we have a lot of people, like, we have Pastor Mike Jr., we have Sarah J.
You know what? I've been following The Union. Okay. And it's out in Charlotte, so we'll drop that. We'll make sure that we shout them out in regards to that. But Pastor Brian, I think he came to the church like not too long. He is a newer pastor at that particular church, but I've been listening to his online sermons, and I think his preaching has been the most touching, because he's younger, but then he also he's able to relate. Like, he's able to, like, you know, just talk like me and you gonna talk, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you just preaching to me and it's straight coming from the Bible. No, it's simply like him telling what the problem is and what the ways we need to work on them, and different things that we need to be doing in our lives to work on them. And I feel like that tops any kind of preaching, because if I can understand what my problem is, whether it's my problem then, if it was my problem years ago, or if I go through the problem a couple months from now. Right. I know what the problem is. I know the steps that I need to take to fix my problem. Right. And I know the tools that I need.
Right.
to do so. You get what I'm saying? So like I really like his
style.
Yeah.
I like that kind of style because, like I said, like you said, I love like when they preach like from the Bible, but I also love to hear some things
personal.
That we're going through. Yeah, like some stories, like give you a story time, like a little story time.
Yeah, and my boy, he gonna do that. Like he gonna have you rolling during the sermon, but he gonna get to it. Like that's just the thing. Like I don't think that Christianity or spirituality, like I don't think any of that has to be super serious, that we're always just super cautious about it. I think you can open up and still be silly, because sometimes I'll say like, Lord, you know what you be doing, Dad.
Right, I say that too. Yeah.
So like I think it's good to have somebody that we see can still make mistakes.
Exactly.
Because some people get up on them stages and they look like, and they just seem like they're God.
Right.
Like,
right.
Like God. Like I'm in power. Right. Let me tell you what I need you to do.
Yep. That's exactly what they be acting like. It just feel like I feel like the real Christians, honestly, the real Christians are the people who, are not ashamed to tell, okay, I've done this in the past. Yeah. I've been this. Just different things you've done, instead of just always acting like you're perfect.
And then it's like, when you think about it, Jesus and his disciples, they all had issues. Like, it wasn't like, they were just some perfect humans. They all made mistakes, and that was the reason that Jesus died, was because of those mistakes. He wants us to understand, we live by the flesh.
Right, that's
true.
We
live by the flesh a whole lot.
That's true.
But I got another question for you.
You do? What's your question you done got down?
What do you think about dreams?
Dreams? Oh, see, that is really good, because I was actually just talking to a friend the other day. I feel like dreams are not dreams. I feel like they're like another form of reality.
I don't know. Like, my mama always used to tell me, like, girl, don't tell your daggone dreams, because they ain't what they dream. Like, they ain't what you dream, but understand, like, you need to take part in what, like, what it's saying. And so, like, I look at dreams completely different. I do. Like, I think that they may not be in the sense of something that, we're going to go through, but I think some of the situation within it serves as something to us.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it, it just serves purpose for us.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Next one is, let's talk about the bans on phones in school. What you think about that?
Bans on phones in school. I don't agree with it. The only reason I don't agree with it is because, what if you need to call someone, or everyone should have access to their phones.
Yeah.
This is 2024.
I don't know. I think what blows my mind is the fact that they want these kids to know how to operate a tablet. They want them to know how to operate a laptop. But y'all don't want them to have their phone in school. Like, that's not going to serve it's not going to serve anything, because these kids know how to text on different dang on apps on the dang on laptop too. So it's not like, it's going to be completely cut out.
Right.
But then I was like, I think my whole thing is like, if we cut phones out of school, again, if they have an accident or an emergency or something, how's anybody gonna know? Like, think about it, somebody going into the bathroom, and bullying is still out here. So like, it's not like this is, we're not experiencing it in the school systems. what if one of these kids, like, you know, some of these kids go in the bathroom and pin this person in the bathroom? Yeah. How can this person even get out? You get what I'm saying?
That's true.
And so now, you know, I think that's more traumatizing than anything. Like, you know, it's traumatizing to be bullied, but it's super traumatizing when you're being bullied and there's nobody to be able to help you.
Right, or you could, you know, just text someone and let them know what's going on. Like, hey, come up to the school or anything. Like, I mean, adults get bullied too. Adults get, but I'm pretty sure everybody who is watching this gets bullied, even now, by someone or someone who is attempting to bully you. But you know, just I feel like, yeah, they should be able to have their phones. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Anything else?
What else I had for you? Let me see. So since this is our first time,
Rodney ain't on his stuff, y'all. That's what that is. Like I told Rodney.
I didn't get anything down. But see, I just want to like.
So I just maybe y'all need to chime in and just kind of let us know, like maybe some topics that we maybe should discuss at some point, or you know just. You know, make some suggestions, because we're definitely wanting to do the whole podcasting thing. And so, you know, we got to start somewhere. We got to, you know, we got to make it happen some kind of way. So.
And I feel like being on this journey with McQuisha, we actually met each other. We'll tell you about the story. Let's go ahead and do that. So, I'm a photographer. So, McQuisha actually wanted to book a photo shoot. But this wasn't just a photo shoot around here. She wanted me to go to Canada. And I was like, well, I don't know if I should go to Canada, like, especially, like, know how I am.
I was gonna make sure that young man got there safely. He was gonna have his place to stay, everything. Like, we were gonna be taken care of.
And I missed out on I was about to say Canadian trip, but Canada trip.
But it's okay, because our friendship still continue, like our friendship still continued.
We did the photo shoot, and then I came over there for something, and then she was funny. I was like, I gotta keep coming over here. Even like last year, I was clubbing a lot. Yeah, I was clubbing a lot, like every day. Like it was almost every day. Now I'm clubbing a little bit more for Jesus, because I feel like I do want to, you know, show people that we can be young, have a good time, and we can still, you know spread the word.
I'm just saying, they speak of alcohol, like they speak of wine, as long as you don't get drunk. Now, when you get drunk, that's another thing. But go ahead.
Well, you know, anytime I drink wine, I'm gonna get a little tipsy. Gonna get a little tipsy now. But yeah. I just feel like, you know, this is fun to be able to show our personalities. I'm gonna put it on my page. She's gonna put it on hers, I'm sure. These will be on TikTok. But yeah, she's not on social media right now. But
I share though. I share.
Definitely. If you want to set your churches to speak, we'll speak for you. We are definitely just, you know, getting off the ground with this. We each individually have stuff going on. Make sure that you tune in to Top Tier Greenville. Top Tier Greenville is an innovative platform for young entrepreneurs to come together and, you know, create content and different things like that. So I will post that link down here as well. Anything else, co-host?